Top 22 cars at 2022. The 22 new cars we're most excited about in 2022. 1. Lotus Emira and Evija. The final petrol-powered Lotus launches this year, but it promises to send pistons out with, well, a bang. The Emira is a supercar look-alike for sports car money, and is off to a flyer by being so much prettier than Porsche's aging Cayman. Then there are the powertrain choices, first up a supercharged V6 manual, to be followed by an AMG spec 4-cylinder turbo. Lotus is on course for a massive 2022, with the new Emira being bolstered by the delivery of the Evija electric hypercar and progress being made on the company's first foray into crossover SUVs. If it can turn the family Lotus into a cash printer like Lamborghini did with the Urus, the future of one of the all-time great British car marques could be secure at last. 2. BMW M3 Touring. At bloody last, BMW is going to build an M3 with a big boot. And like the trolls they are, BMW has only got around to doing it with the most controversial generation of M3 ever. Those grills. The automatic gearbox. In the UK, the Touring is likely to be xDrive AWD only, and with the bigger tail end, perilously close to the wrong side of 2 tons. But with 503 bhp, it'll still have the poke to terrify your purebred pedigree pet. 3. Citroën C5X. Not every interesting car inbound this year is a fast one. Look, comfy big Citroëns are back. Welcome to the only crossover Top Gear is mildly bothered about in 2022, the C5X. Instead of going retro to reinvent the likes of the DS or the SM, Citroën's new flagship is a sort of high-riding estate available with plug-in hybrid power and seats said to be as squishy as a posh mattress. We'll report back when we've had a drive, and a nap, later in the year. 4. Ferrari 296 GTB. New Ferraris come thick and fast at the moment. We'll save the more controversial one for later in this dossier, and concentrate right now on the plug-in hybrid 296. Ferrari's downsizing to V6 power for its heartland mid-engine Berlinetta, but thanks to Electro Boost, 819 bhp is the sensational result. It's also, to our eyes at least, a bit gorgeous. This or a McLaren Artura. 5. Toyota GR86. At long last, the successor to the Toyota GT86 goes on UK sale in 2022. The subtle name change reflects that this car has been developed a lot more by Toyota's Gazoo Racing division, the people who brought you the fabulous GR Yaris, than the old version was by Subaru. The recipe's pretty familiar, but a useful slug. More power and torque means Toyota's affordable RWD Hero should have the muscle to unlock more giggles from its chassis. We've already tested a prototype, and this thing's set to be a TG Hero all over again. 6. Volkswagen ID Buzz. Yep, one of our most anticipated cars of 2020 is a van. But just look at it. At last, VW is giving us the retro-styled one-box people mover we've always wanted. The fully electric ID Buzz and ID Buzz Cargo will offer either seating for a whole family or a big tub of fresh air respectively, and it's expected a fully habitable camper van version will follow. Batteries will range up to a mighty 111 kilowatt-hours, with claimed range of almost 350 miles being minted. Electric cars come no more practical than this. 7. Hyundai Ioniq 6. Isn't Hyundai on an absolute roll right now? The i30N and i20N are great to drive, the Kona N is completely mad, the Ioniq 5 is a great-looking and brilliantly realized EV, and even the Tucson crossover is better to look at than any current BMW. Comfy too. So it stands to reason the new Ioniq 6 saloon ought to be a half-decent bit of kit. It's an all-electric saloon with pebble-smooth styling riffing off the Prophecy concept, based on the same underpinnings as the Ioniq 5 hatchback. The likes of the BMW i4 and Tesla Model 3 aren't going to be excited about this rival landing, but we are. 8 Mercedes EK. Elsewhere on Planet Electric Saloon, Mercedes has zapped the EQS Luxo barge with its shrink ray gun and is ready to serve up the EK. The headlines are up to 412 miles of claimed range, a 670 bhp AMG version, and yes, you can spec the Mahou Sive Hyperscreen inside. '9 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Also expected in 2021 is the next chapter of extreme road-going Porsches, aka the one with the really big wing. An enormous swan neck spoiler is expected for the 992 RS, with a heap more radical weight-saving measures, as per the old 991 Gen car pictured. How much sillier can the Aero actually get? 10 Ferrari Purosangue. Cometh 2022. Cometh the Ferrari SUV. The codenamed Thoroughbred is arriving into a world more eco-conscious by the week, yet still thirsty for SUVs. So it's likely to be a conversation starter, and that's before we've seen how the thing looks, or heard what's powering it. Some form of hybridization is almost certain, but even Maranello diehards are likely to forgive anything that has a V12 in the nose.